Well, the global maritime supply chains are basically under a lot of pressure with the ongoing war in the Middle East. So the de facto closure of Hormuz and certainly also the Bab el-Mandeb Strait at the southern end of Red Sea is really causing a lot of strains on global supply chains. So a lot of uncertainty right now and more disruption to come around the next corner.
How long do you think it'll be before this trickles down to consumers worldwide? How soon before we feel it in our pocket?
I think businesses will feel it very shortly. Some working on just-in-time supply chains will perhaps miss cargoes coming their way very shortly. So us as consumers will probably get hit a little bit further down the line, either because some manufacturing conveyor belts are coming to a standstill, or simply because of, say, disruption with cargoes not moving. But global maritime supply chains are accustomed to drama, also like what we see here. They are used to work under much changed conditions from time to time, and they have proven fairly resilient over time. But obviously, everyone should expect delays. Everyone should expect lower reliability on when goods will arrive. Maybe also goods moving into the Arabian Gulf, where they will actually be in the need of pickup if they can't make it all the way in there. So still a lot of disruption on the short-term horizon, and potentially also with something triggering into to the global networks of container shipping the longer this situation lasts.
How difficult would it be for vessels to reroute, do you think? Where would they reroute to, and how would that work?
Yeah, we have a lot of containers on the water already heading for ports and destinations inside the Arabian Gulf. And obviously, that's a no-go. They cannot go there. On a monthly average, we see 800,000 containers heading into the Middle East. So right now, freight forwarders and carriers are really scrambling to find alternatives to where that cargo will be discharged, preferably, of course, at the least troublesome point, close to where it was originally intended. That could be Port of Salalah in Oman. It could be temporarily Port of Colombo on Sri Lanka, or in the southernmost part of India. On top of that, many carriers and freight forwarders have also stopped accepting bookings for containers moving into the Arabian Gulf, of course, because they have nowhere to put it in the end. So they would rather keep those boxes out of the ports and terminal perimeters in order not to clog up the ports